Time to rev it up and roll with America's premier motorcycle talk show. Open Road Radio is on the air with Gina Woods and other guest hosts. And now, with riding on their minds, here's your hosts of Open Road Radio.
All right, and we are live, and here we are. It's Open Road Radio for Motorcycle Mondays in the house with Penny FXR from Viva Las Vegas on 1400 AMK Shop Radio and 107.1, our new station. Penny, hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's going to be a big one.
It is going to be a big one. I don't know what's going on with those Davidsons, I tell you. Bring them to the party, and they're all over the place. We do have a great show. Oh my gosh, we are talking about the 120th, the Harley-Davidson Homecoming right here in Milwaukee. It's close to me. Oh, really? That's close. I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited.
I know, and this is your hometown. This is your home state, Illinois, so you would be right next to it. But no, you got to live in Las Vegas where you can ride year-round.
I know. Well, kind of all year round. It's about 100 and what I call 100 and stupid right now. It's probably about, 112. So there's no riding at, 112 degrees.
Yeah, that's just hot. That's just nasty, right? I know that panheads don't like that.
No, I couldn't imagine.
They do not like being that hot. Hey, we'd like to say hello to Dennis Stover. Dennis, Big D, from Marengo is on the line with us, as well as Todd. Thank you so much. Give it a like, give it a share, guys. That's how we are able to bring it to you live every Monday night here on Open Road Radio on Facebook, Open Road Radio and Gina Woods, as well our on Open Road Radio, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on our station Rebel Radio in 92.5 FM and 1500 AM in Chicago. Thank you, everybody, so much. Yes, and we've got one more coming up. We've got a Milwaukee station that we are in talks with. We're going to get them. We're talking to them.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So we have got a fantastic show lined up. We just said the 120th. We're going to be up at the House of Harley. So Mark McCain is going to try to chime in. He just sent me an email that said, I'm running to an event meeting. I'll try to call in. I'm like, no, you can't call in. You have to stream in. This is real radio. Mark is allegedly going to join us as well from House of Harley. We'll be set up there. But we have some impressive guests. We have Karen Davidson, the great-granddaughter of Harley-Davidson's co-founder, William A. Davidson, who's been shaping the design direction for Harley-Davidson General Merchandise, Apparel, and Accessory Division for nearly 30 years.
So wonderful.
Fantastic.
Boy, I'd like to have that gig.
Yeah, right?
Amazing.
All of these guests tonight, I'd like to have any of their gigs. We are also talking with the legendary Jean Davidson, internationally known author and speaker, granddaughter of Walter Davidson, one of the founders and first president of Harley-Davidson Motor Company. For many years, she and her husband, Jon, owned one of the largest dealerships in Wisconsin. She's known as the Davidson family historian and has written numerous books that she's got. I've had the pleasure of having her on a couple of times. And Jon was just in the office a little while ago. He's going to be her chariot rider in the parade. And none other. And he had her in the sidecar one other time as well. So it's going to be fun to hear her talk about that.
How cool is that?
Jon Davidson Oeflein is also going to join us. He's the proud great-grandson of Walter Davidson, historian, collector, and AMCA Badger Heritage Chapter president, which I'm a part of. So, Penny, I hope you're taking notes because we're going to have a quiz.
I don't know. Don't do that to me.
Isn't it? I mean, I think people are intrigued by the Harley-Davidsons. There were so many Davidsons, and obviously there were 3 Davidson brothers and one Bill Harley. So there's many Davidsons around, and I understood they just had a reunion. But someday I think I'd like to do a story just on Harley Davidson and find out where everybody's at. And I think people are intrigued by the mystique.
Absolutely. I mean, and I know that Gina's written a couple of books kind of explaining what it's like to grow up as a Davidson. So, those books are out there. In fact, I just ordered one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and people can read them. And Jon he's written books as well.
He's co-authored, I think, with Jean, but they'll both be able to tell us some of that. We're going to bring Karen on first, and then we're going to get Jean and Jon in on it as well. I know they're both having a little bit of either video or audio. Bring Karen on first, and we want to say hi to Larry Coleman. Hey, Larry. Karen Davidson. Hello, Missy. How are you?
Hey. Hi. Hi, you guys. Hi, Gina. Hi, Penny. Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
So great of you to
shout out to Larry. Hey, Larry. How are you?
Larry's awesome, right?
Karen, so nice of you to take a few minutes to join us. Thank you so much, because I know you are so busy this weekend. You've been on a ride, so her and I have been texting back and forth, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but I don't want to bother her, and she's so excited about joining us, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, we gotta wait till she stops, and she's like, I'll hit you at the next stop. So it's been really fun all weekend. We've been texting.
It's been great. Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
So we
How was
started
your
out.
ride?
I'm on the Northeast ride home. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm on the Northeast ride home. We started out in New Hampshire, and we made our way through Massachusetts and New Jersey, and now we're in Ohio. It's been great. You know, Pennsylvania hit some great roads, and we picked up bikes, and we're like 30 strong as our core group now. It's really fantastic. Just wanted to give it a plug. We're going to head to Illinois. We're going to be at, I think is it Tinsley Park? Is that what it is? You guys know Illinois? Okay, so we're going to merge with other rides, and it's going to be a big parade up to Milwaukee. I'm sitting on a bike right now, this beautiful 120th CVO.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, some of those bikes were really, what did they have? Six models that they came out with for the 120th.
Yeah,
and you get to ride one of those.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
yeah, my brother.
That's great in Tinley Park.
Yeah, right.
Harley-Davidson,
countryside. Right. Yeah. So, anyway.
Good. And so Bill's on the ride with you.
With you guys. Bill's with me. Yep. Willie's at home. So I know you guys want to know about his memoir. So Willie wrote a book, Ride Free, his memoir, and that'll be out in August. But he's, we just called him tonight and said, we're on our way. He said, when are you going to get here? And we said, Wednesday. So, we'll be pulling in, and he'll be down there a couple, around noontime on Thursday and Friday and probably Saturday. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And where are you guys going to be set up? Is he going to be doing any book signings, or is he just going to mingle?
He's just going to mingle. He's going to do a couple things that he's got to do, but keep it really on the down low and, just casual stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
That's fantastic. Good. Karen, Harley-Davidson has really one of their biggest departments, I'm guessing, is like the accessories, because they've just come out with some rad clothes. And is that still your niche with Harley-Davidson?
Well, I've moved on. I've moved on to marketing. That division is under really good guidance. We've got new crew in there. I check in with them, and I love what's going on there. And really, we've done dealer stops the whole way, and I got to say the merchandise looks really strong, and they keep innovating and keep it going, just the way I would want it to be, and it's looking good.
It sure has. And I remember one of my co-hosts, and you'll remember as well, Joe Giovannoni, Linda Joe, back in the day. And I remember just stories. I mean, we're talking 26 years ago, we've been doing this show, and 23 years ago, she'd be talking about how when she first started at Harley-Davidson working at Villa Park, Illinois, it was just guys' t-shirts, guys' boots, and her own jeans. And that was it. Guys' gloves, guys' jackets. And I mean, look how far, 120 years worth of clothing. And it sure has come a long way because the clothes are just rad now. They're just amazing.
I'll tell you a quick story. So there was a gentleman that I met on the ride, and he said, you know what? I'll tell you a story. I came in to buy a t-shirt, and I ended up taking home a bike. So, it's part of the brand, and it's part of what our riders love is expressing the brand. And it really does. It does draw people in. So, it's good. We got a lot of stuff. So.
That's amazing. How do you know what you're going to think of next, or what you think is going to be in production next?
Well, Gina, a lot of it comes from riding, right? You and I are out there on the road, and there isn't a time when I'm not, I'm traveling, I'm on the road, I'm always thinking about how to make something better, or make it more comfortable for us, right? So, and then you see a lot of custom inspiration. You see a lot of bikes. You never see the same bike twice, and you're just, what people do and how they express themselves, and that it's all inspiration, right? We've got this legacy. We've got the long history of the brand, and our whole history of clothing. 1912 was the first time that we launched the race jersey. And with that comes heritage, and it's foundationally real. It's American heritage. Some of our best-selling styles today are the vintage line, the authentic vintage. HD Collections is where you can find these authentic vintage items that, they're very popular, super popular.
They're super popular. We do the Sons of Speed, and I mean the vintage clothing. You're right, the racing. That brings to mind that historical picture of that guy holding the pig, right?
Yeah.
The guy holding the pig at the races with that Harley Davidson, it looked like the tunic but the white sleeves. Yeah. I mean, I love the vintage stuff.
Yeah, everybody loves it, doesn't matter age, the young adults love it. They love finding like a t-shirt from the 90s that you and I were so accustomed to, like some crazy print, that we love. I wish I would have kept like half of the stuff that I might have gotten rid of.
Right.
It's all good.
Yeah, not like you can't get one here or there at any time, but it's nice to have kept your own, right?
Yeah, I could have kept a few more things. Anyway.
So Karen, how long did it take you to prepare for the 120th in regards to your clothing lines?
Well, I mean, that team they put stuff in works. It's usually generally 1.5 to 2 years.
Wow.
So, they've been working on it. They work alongside the designers and styling, the motorcycle styling people. They immediately get a sense of the graphics and the colors and so forth. They start really putting pencil to paper and start working on it. So it's done with a lot of passion. We've got a history of doing these type of anniversaries and the lines that go along with it. And, it's always super popular. So, yeah.
What are you looking most?
A great team. Yeah.
What are you looking most forward to when you get there?
When I get there, it's the people. It's being around all the riders that are coming from everywhere in the world. There's 2 Italian guys riding with us. They flew over from Italy. They jumped on their bikes that they're renting, and that's a kind of shared camaraderie and the shared sentiment about how important this brand is. So again, meeting people like we're doing on this ride. And just sharing stories. And it's really a coming together. It's like Bill and I being able to ride and do this and, just enjoying the huge community that we all love, right? All of us.
Yep, absolutely.
Following my parents who were on the road continuously doing charity events, doing dealers. And that's what we're doing too. We're every stop is a dealer stop, right?
Yeah.
So, we honor our dealers and we honor what they do for our customers. We get to ride and interact with customers, and that'll just crescendo in Milwaukee when we get there. So it'll be fun.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I worked for Bartels Harley-Davidson for a few years back in the day in the 90s, and I was the F&I manager. And I'm telling you, it made my day when I could get somebody financed. And just the excitement to see on their faces that it was actually going to work out and they were going to be able to ride away was really, honestly, one of my favorite times in my career so far.
Right. And how many times did people tell you this has changed my life, right?
Oh, so many times.
So touching. I've heard it 5, 6 times now. I've heard it. It's so meaningful, right? And they come up and they personally express that to you. It's just like, it's like the greatest feeling. I'm sure you've heard it.
Oh, a guy jumped in the middle of the dealership and said, "I love you, Penny friend," like shouting it out. And I'm like,
and then she married him the next year.
Right.
Yeah. What's the real story there, Penny? That's great. That's awesome.
Well, before we bring Jon in, I've got to tell you this, that, in bringing you and Jon and Jean, and I was hoping Willie, I've been reading up because I think people are so intrigued by this family, and there are so many Davidsons. And I don't know if you heard me saying this beforehand. I want to do just a show just on Harley and Davidson, and just, you must have so many cousins like all over. I mean, certainly a core of people that are working with the motor company as Davidsons. But aside from that, I heard that you just had a big family reunion, and I want to bring in somebody that helped put that together.
Yeah, well, you've got Aunt Jeannie. Jeannie's coming on, or I guess she can't hear us, but cousin John's coming on. Bill and I were on the road, so I have to hear about this reunion that they put together. But it's a wonderful legacy we all are proud to share. And yeah, so it would be interesting. Gina.
Absolutely. Let's bring on Jon Davidson Oeflein.
Hey, Karen!
Hi. Hey, cuz.
How are you?
It's so cool.
I'm
How's
good.
the
Good to
ride?
see you.
It's so awesome to
Yeah, it's good.
It's so awesome to see this. We were just talking about your reunion, Jon.
Yes, it was quite fun, and Karen, that was a mistake that we made, putting it so close to. No, really, we should have done it
Yeah.
after or something. I wasn't really we weren't thinking, but because I should have figured you guys were going to be on something, you know what I mean? So we're going to do one next summer again. So
Good.
it was really
We'll
fun.
make
It
it.
was really fun, and
We got to get on the iCloud and get everybody scheduled.
there
Jon.
was quite a few Harleys there too. And,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
we don't. You see some. It's hard to see Harleys anywhere, so it was really fun. But we'll do another one next summer.
All right. Look forward to it.
That's fantastic. And Jon, I know we were having some problems trying to get Jean on the line. I am going to try to bring her in at least by phone.
Yeah, I told her you just call her because she's having troubles with her computer. I should have went over to her place.
That's okay. So now, will you guys all be together when you come into Milwaukee? Because Jon, you live up there. Karen, you're on the West Coast, but you're heading there.
Hello. Yeah.
We'll
see each other.
Oh yeah.
Is that you?
Yep, we've got
No.
Jean Davidson with us.
Yay!
Hey, Aunt Jeannie.
Hello.
Hello.
I think we can.
Yeah, we'll see each
Yes,
other.
I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Thank
Mom,
you.
can you hear me? Now go ahead.
Yep. Yeah. Need the phone. So we're doing it very old school.
Yes.
When we were talking, I wanted to get a little bit more information from Karen on Willie's book. And then I want to talk about your book as well, Jean. I've had the pleasure of having you on the air before, as well as Willie. But it's amazing that you're just keeping up with it and you're just bringing books out. And
Yes.
and
It was fun. I love writing the history.
yes,
And there was one son of a founder alive when I started in 2002. So everything I learned came from him. I'd hear these stories and I'd run back out to Uncle Arthur and say, did this really happen? And he'd go, I don't know if you should put it in there. And then he'd laugh and he'd say, oh, go ahead.
Wow.
that's been.
Oh, that's awesome.
Karen, have you heard all the stories of the family, or are you still learning? I just learned about the
No.
whole Scotland house today.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm still
good.
learning, and I can learn a lot from my Aunt Jeannie, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I learned all the time too, Karen. You and I both. I mean, just being
Yeah.
around our parents, I just listen all the time, and I hear new stories just constantly. Like, oh my God, I never heard that before. And my mom was
Yeah.
talking about Arthur, and he was Arthur Harley-Davidson. Named after the founder, Arthur's son, named after his best friend Harley, and he had a wealth of fun stuff. But we lost him now too. So.
Yeah.
He was really fun. He was really fun to
Yeah.
talk to.
Well, when it was fun, it's like a more contemporary era with sitting with Willie and listening to
Yeah.
his recap, right?
Oh
So
my
we've
God.
got a really
Oh my
nice
goodness.
mix now with Willie's book coming out, which celebrates his legacy, his
Fantastic.
influence, and then you've got a balance of Jeannie's stories and straight from Arthur, and it's just
Yeah.
it's something that I think is meaningful to so many people, right, Jon? Like,
Oh my God. Your
I'm
dad's a
mentioning-
legend.
yeah,
I mean, legend.
well, the people but people from all over the globe, they're attracted to the legacy and the fact that this brand has been around 120 years, uninterrupted, trials and tribulations of it all. And it's we got to keep these stories alive and keep the legacy
Fantastic.
alive, right?
Yeah.
That
Fantastic.
you guys are doing.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
I love studying. I kind of doing kind of what my mom, studying the people. The people. I love the machines too, and especially the older ones. This is my first year now as president of the Badger chapter of the Antique Motorcycle Club of America. So, and I'm really honored to be the president. We have a huge chapter here in Wisconsin. Huge, and one of the biggest chapter in the whole AMCA. So, and Karen will tell you how much we all love the old bikes. I mean, it's just so much fun. Just so much fun.
Yeah.
And the new bikes.
Yeah. Congratulations, John. That's like so cool. Yeah.
It is really cool. I got to say, because we've got, a local celebrity that we get to tap into as a member of that chapter. So
Gina and I just went on a huge adventure. So we, our club was celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Panhead. So Gina and I just got back from a whole tour around the state. 83 Panheads, right, Gina? If I remember right.
86 Panheads.
86
joined.
Panheads. 4 days of riding. I couldn't ride because I had a shoulder surgery, so I'm recovering. But I went along and had fun and took pictures and shot video. But so 4 days of riding, and then that was called Pandemonium. Tommy Hinderholtz put the whole thing together. Who's just a great local guy with the vintage world, and the vice president of our club. And then it came back to Milwaukee for a big party, and then we all rolled into the museum, and there are 200 Panheads.
Yeah,
museum. Yeah, it was really fun.
Fabulous.
That would be cool.
Guys, that's so cool.
It really was. It was just so amazing. I mean, there's just so much history there, and
we in my chapter we work a lot with the museum. We love the museum, and Bill is doing such a wonderful job there. The museum is just such a fantastic place. So well run and so much fun, and so many things are going to be happening there for the 120th. Oh, I just can't wait. It's just going to be so much fun.
John, the sound of those Panheads pulling in must have been amazing.
It was
right, Gina? I mean, I can't. That's just. That's
they
cool.
they played a video.
It was better than sex, Karen. It was better than sex.
You guys.
What is that?
Yeah, right.
I was pretty cool. It was really cool.
That tells you how my life was going, but
but seeing them all lined up, it's quite the picture that'll be in the museum, which is really going to be cool.
Well, John, we have that to look forward to over the 120th. It's just the variety of bikes, right?
Oh,
Your
my God.
club and just we'll just have story after story of people bringing their old bikes and their customized new bikes, and that's the beauty of this. The whole celebration is.
Karen, do you think that Willie will at some point maybe do some book signing in the fall or at Sturgis or maybe next year?
Yeah, I'm going to find out about that. So production is, we will have books at the 120th, and we just got production. So let me find out about that, Gina. Yeah, I know people are going to want that. Yeah,
and he just celebrated a birthday. My gosh.
Yeah, 90. Johnny 90. Yeah.
I look at John's going. There you go, John. Better lighting. Very good.
Fantastic.
And Jean, so that's Jean's cousin.
Yep.
So Jean, your cousin is 90. You guys are the hierarchy of the families, obviously.
Well, I'm 85, so.
Oh.
He's a young 85.
A young 85, Jean. I know you're riding. You're riding in a sidecar for the parade. So I think.
Could I tell about the parade quick? So
yes, please do.
My chapter, I'm coordinating the vintage part of the parade, which is going to be at the very beginning, and we got 50 old bikes riding, and we have 3 of the grandchildren, my mother and 2 others that'll be in sidecars. So it'll be really, really fun. Karen, I don't know where you'll be, somewhere in the probably. Are you?
I don't know. I'll look for you. I'll find you. We all find you.
I can't wait. So really looking forward to the parade, and that's Sunday, of course, the 16th. So and it starts staging at 9 and goes stages till noon, and then leaves AmFam Field at 1 o'clock. So really excited to be with the vintage stuff where I'm going to be anyway. So.
Yeah. Very cool.
Fantastic. And Karen, are you going to be anywhere people can come and see you?
I don't, we'll be there, and usually we're pretty easy to find. We'll be hanging around the start maybe, or, love to say hi. Come say hi, everybody. Love to see you. We'll
be at the House of Harley, and I believe that John, you and Gina are going to be there.
Yeah, that's where we're going to be most of the time.
Okay.
Can I give our hours? Is that cool? Can I?
Absolutely. Let's bring Mark up. We do have Mark online. I didn't think he was able to join us, but I think we're going to just add him to the party. There we go. Hey, Mark.
How are you?
We've got Mark McCain. He is the business development manager over at House of Harley-Davidson, where they have just got an incredible lineup. As you already heard, we've got Gina and Jon Davidson there, and we've got Jesse Dupree and Marshall Tucker and Bella Kane and Gina Woods at Open Road Radio.
Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Thanks.
Good, John. Look forward to having you and Gene here soon.
Thanks for having us. We really,
absolutely. Hi, Karen.
Hey, Mark.
Good to see you out on the road.
And Gina's by phone, something I told Mark he could not do. He's like, "Can I get on by phone?" And I'm like, "No."
It all worked out. So I'm happy to be here and honored to be here with Karen and John and you and Penny. So thank you for letting me jump on for a few minutes.
Well, no, thank you so much for it. We got Kevin Teach Bass says, "See you all soon. Excited to see my old 58 Panhead in the museum." That's right. A lot of people
tried exhibit. Yeah.
Tried exhibit. A lot of great stuff. So, Mark, you've been busy getting stuff ready all day, and it's going to take off tomorrow. The vendors are setting up, and bam, we're already. Can you believe we're already here? We're already at 120th.
Yeah. I've got a countdown clock that's outside my office that I put up back in September, and everybody made fun of me when I did it. But believe me, everybody's watched it count down to where we are now. So we're awesome. one day and 11 hours away, because we're actually kicking off and starting on Wednesday the 12th. Nice. As Karen and everybody else knows, that's when the rides land from all four corners, or actually 6 rides coming in. So we thought we'd go ahead and start the party early, and all of our vendors, food, live music, everything ready to kick off starting on Wednesday the 12th.
Nice.
And my mother and I.
Fantastic, Karen.
Yeah, she sure is. She sure is.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. So the lineup, what's
we are going to be, just like, if I could just say, my mother and I will be every day. We'll be at house.
Good.
Mostly from noon in the afternoon. So we're going to have a tent right by the Hog Chapter. So we're really excited to be right by the Hog Chapter. So so we're going to be there the whole time. So we're really excited.
I'll have to escape and come see you guys. I'll be at the museum with V-Twin Visionary set up there.
I will be there one day as well, because my chapter is doing the vintage games at the museum on Saturday. And if I could pitch those quick too, that's we're doing vintage field games from 12 to 2 on Saturday. And that's for the listeners anyway. You guys all know, but for the listeners, that's we play these silly games on old motorcycles, like a slow race. Who can go the slowest, and putting balls on cones and riding on planks, and it's a lot of fun to watch a bunch of old silly guys on old motorcycles. So that's Saturday 12 to 2 at the museum.
It's even more fun to get involved. Absolutely.
Yeah. I look forward to that, John.
And when you're done with that, you can go back to House of Harley and get some great entertainment.
I'll be at House.
Yeah.
We love shameless plugs. Thank you.
There is some great. You guys got a great lineup going on. I've got to tell you, one of the best I've seen.
We do. Wednesday night we've got local Bella Kane, which everybody's familiar with, is a big local popular band, and then Thursday, Blackstone Cherry, followed up by Pop Evil, which is an amazing band. Friday night we're kicking it old school. Marshall Tucker Band will be here, and I can tell you I've been on the phone with them numerous times over the last few months. They are absolutely a kick in the pants. I can't wait to see them. And then Saturday night, Sister Hazel. So we've got a fantastic lineup, and then wrapping it up with No Quarter, which is a great Led Zeppelin tribute band on Sunday.
That's fantastic. You do have a great lineup going on.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Did I mention food and over 70 vendors? So
Nice.
from food, we've got Milwaukee MFD Local 215, local fire unions making pizzas. We've got, of course, barbecue, you name it. Oh, and for anybody around here might be familiar with Jen's Sweet Treats, which is Jen is absolutely, she's an amazing person, her and her family. Everything they do to support law enforcement and first responders and veterans, they're going to be here with cupcakes and cake pops, which, you know, nothing spells healthy food like, you know, cupcakes.
Right?
You can't go wrong with those.
Yeah, go right. So I'll be in the house. Open Road Radio will be in the house with Andrews Products and National Cycle, as well as Lumi Flag, and we're going to hear from him next on our Motorcycle Mondays here. But Jean, you've been so quiet. Do you have a couple words you'd like to say?
No, I think it sounds like fun.
Ask her about her first motorcycle ride. Ask her about it.
Very excited.
How was your first motorcycle ride, Jean?
When I was 12 years old, straight into Milwaukee Lake.
Oh no!
I wanted a horse.
I never heard that.
And my dad kept saying there's plenty of horsepower. So I got on, hit it full speed, went right into Milwaukee Lake.
Oh my goodness.
My mom was yelling at my dad, and then I turned, and there was my dad rolling around on the ground laughing.
She always wanted a horse. Karen loved horses too. They were horsing around. They were having horse stuff fun together.
Oh yeah, we were horsing around with the real horses. Yeah. We like four legs and we like two wheels.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's great. Are there, I asked Jean, I asked Karen and John if there were stories that they hadn't heard, and she just told me she hasn't heard this one before.
Yeah, there you go. See, we used to all go camping together. Remember, Karen?
Oh, yeah.
It was so much fun. We'd bring a bunch of little Harleys, little X90s and Shortsters, and we go to the Wisconsin River, and my dad and Willie would drink beer, and the moms would watch all the kids, and it was really fun.
And we would just tear off on those little bikes, and
we would terrorize the campground.
John, we would try not to get in too much trouble, but
I know.
couldn't help it sometimes, right?
I was bad.
That sounds like big fun. I have hundreds of cousins around. We're Italian, so we breed like rabbits. I have so many so many cousins. A lot of them work with my radio show. A lot of them just been, some of them ride motorcycles. So it's always fun. So I can imagine, Karen, was it growing up normal? I mean, being with Harley and Davidson, did you grow up normal?
I don't know anything else. I mean, this is normal to me. This is normal. I'm around noise, and I have this fumes of gas and oil. I love it. I guess that's normal.
I wanted a horse.
I just went to Minnesota and spent 8 days with my siblings. Right, I have two sisters and two brothers, and we're originally from Joliet, Illinois. And I'm telling you, you guys sound just like my family in the sense of getting into trouble and drinking beer and camping. I mean, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Great upbringing.
Fantastic. Karen, I can see it's dark where you are. We are going to let you all go so we can get to an ad break since we've already missed a couple. But you guys, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you all.
Karen, love your cousin.
Thanks, Jeannie.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. See you, cuz. See you, Jeannie.
Bye, Jean. We can't wait to see you at the House of Harley for the 120th.
See you guys on the 120th. See you back in Milwaukee, hometown. Bye-bye.
And Mark, go ahead and give everybody that address where they can meet us all up there.
That'll be 6221 West Layton Avenue, exit 7 off 894. We've got, like I said, 70 plus vendors, free music lineup starting on Wednesday, food, but most importantly, we have Gina here on property. So that in itself, we've added extra 1,000 spots just for Gina's fans to come in.
They really have. They really have. And Mark, is it your birthday you're not telling us about?
It is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God.
And you know what? I have a quick story to tell. So unfortunately, I should have told it while Karen was still on the phone. I actually spent a birthday a number of years ago with Bill and Karen on Route 66, riding from the south coming back, and we were in Joplin or someplace like that on my birthday. So I had the honor of the Davidsons singing happy birthday to me on my birthday. So
Cool.
That is an honor.
yeah.
I think
But
I'm going
thank
to tell
you
him my
for-
birthday's at the end of the week. Shh.
Oh, okay.
I've had some great ones with my mom because her birthday's usually during Davenport, the huge,
Oh, yeah.
in the year. So we've
Big
been down
fun.
there doing a lot of different stuff, and I've had some. We were speaking a few times, and I've had the whole place sing her happy birthday. It was just fantastic.
Yeah.
Todd, you are awesome. I'm so glad I'm a Badger. I'm so glad. You are
Me
you are
too.
the best. I'm so excited.
Too.
And Mark, I can't wait to get up there and see you. He's got the best pipes.
My mom's calling me right now. Hold on, I'll put her on speaker. Mom, I'm still
Gina,
on.
I'm available to do voiceover work for you at any given time.
I'm
Okay.
going to hire you. We're going to talk when I'm there because I'm going to do some recordings with you.
All right.
Okay. Perfect.
All right,
You said
guys.
You're going to
We
be
have
at the
got to go.
museum.
The producers are climbing up my butt, so we've got to get off. But thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you all this week at House of Harley for the 120th.
Take care. John, great to see you.
Awesome
Penny,
meeting you
Gina,
guys.
soon. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Stay tuned.
All right.
Everybody. We are going to go pay some bills real quick, and we will be right back with Lumi Flag, another one of the great vendors that are going to be at House of Harley with us. So stay tuned. Give it a like, give it a share. We'll be right back after these messages.
Motorcycle accident? Call Larry. Larry Disparty and the team at the Disparty Law Group know how to win motorcycle accident cases. Proudly serving bikers across Illinois and Wisconsin, Larry knows the law and he knows how to win. Insurance questions? Call Larry for a free policy review. And now Larry is giving away an incredible custom bike. Enter for a chance to win at the Brower House Tire Swarm Car and Bike Show every Thursday night. There's a reason why Disparty Law Group has been named one of the most influential law firms in the U.S. and has won more than $1 billion for their clients. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call Larry Disparty at 312-600-6000 and find out why bikers across Illinois and Wisconsin say Larry wins. Now, let's ride. Come celebrate 120 years of Harley-Davidson at the House. From July 12th to the 16th, join us for food, fenders, free live music, and all things Harley-Davidson. Morning charity ride every day. Check out the different themes on the website houseofharleydavidson.com. Great bands all week include Bella Kane, Marshall Tucker Band, Pop Evil, and Sister Hazel. On Thursday, July 13th, be sure to stop by between 4:30 and 6 p.m. to meet Jesse James Dupree of Jackal. Open Road Radio will be there Wednesday through Sunday with our friends from Andrews Products and National Cycle. You can come by car, Uber, Lyft, or motorcycle. We have parking. If you don't feel like driving, hop on our free shuttle, sponsored by Miller Lite and Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. See you there. Patriotic or personalized, Lumiflag adds a hint of illuminated safety showcasing your personality. Fits securely on your half-inch motorcycle luggage rack bar. Get one and change out the flag pullovers for your rally rides. Lumiflag is a new product offered exclusively with Open Road Radio. Order now for just $39.99. Lumiflag is made in the USA, assembled by young adults on the autism spectrum. LumaFlag offers them a chance to develop job and life skills, create professional connections, and foster independence. Go to www.lumaflag.com to order now.
How can you tell if somebody actually cares? Look at their actions. At Full Throttle Law, we are all about protecting riders. We have sponsored or created over 20 safety-focused events in the past year alone. Track days, riding seminars, emergency response classes, first aid courses, garage nights, and fundraisers for local independent charities. Any law firm can help you get a settlement if you get hurt, but we're already on the road with you, doing everything we can to make sure we all get home safe at the end of the ride. Full Throttle Law. We ride together.
All right. Want to say hello to, we've got a lot of people that are joining us. Chris, Summer Simmons, and Lori are going to be at the museum, and they're going to be there. I believe it is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But you can page. I know that it's listed there, as well as Lori. Liz and Tom, we're going to see you there. Penny, Whitney, Larry, Teach, and Jenny. Thank you all for joining us. And speaking of being at the 100th, 20th as well, is our good friend Matt Murphy from LumiFlag, and he's here with us tonight. How did you like that commercial?
Brilliant. It was a really nice plug. Yep, I love it.
Talk about the patriotic. It sounded amazing. I mean, you guys came out just in time for the 4th of July. I could use this as a fan.
Right, that's right.
Look at that.
It's great.
You know what? I'm really excited for people to come up to House of Harley and see us there. You guys are going to be at the Open Road Radio booth. And man, I am digging this because, number one, it illuminates. And so what's really nice about that is that it's a safety feature at night, Penny.
Absolutely.
You know, and that this doesn't fray. It's not whipping in the wind, so it's not fraying. This is great stuff. How did you come up with this, Matt Murphy?
And it's not a drag, right? It's not a drag. That's what I say, right?
That is one of our little taglines for sure, Penny. And well, there are a couple of things, a couple of factors. You know, number one, it's hard to improve upon a Harley-Davidson, but if I were to do that, I would say light it up. Just get more lights on those bikes. And by the way, it is great to follow along in your show after having all those legends on just a moment ago. But the LumiFlag, we felt it was necessary for the flag to be better protected when it's on the open road. Was one of our things. I think it's built on like an air wing frame, right? Yeah. So this is solid. It's got properties of structural integrity and just good flow characteristics. So yeah, therefore it's not a drag when it's on the road.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I'll be like Carol Merrill and I'll do all of you just talk about it and I'll show everybody pieces of it. I mean, because really it's really, to think of something that somebody's done and make it better, that's how we evolve with things, right? And this is just done very well. And that it has a special meaning to you is really important. Tell us that.
Yeah, well, the other part of LumiFlag, the name we gave it is that we really wanted to shed light on some people who are in our community that aren't always given the same job opportunities and work opportunities. So it lights up in that aspect too. And we think it's important for people to know that we have some workers who are on the autism spectrum. They do a lot of work for us, assembling and packaging, and a little bit of marketing as well. And we're really proud to work with them.
That's wonderful.
That is so important. I mean, not only has it got a great product, but it's got a great meaning behind it. So that's something that I look for, that I appreciate. Tell us what this bad boy goes for and where they can find more of it.
Yeah, well, they're for sale at our website, of course. They're $39.99, and we are at lumiflag.com. The cool thing is, though, that once you buy, I want to show you, you buy this this frame unit, right? This is the base unit. It's like a whiteboard. You're going to be able to go ahead and slide different designs on it, including something that you want for your organization, your community, your company. You know, we've done booster clubs for high schools. One idea is just to be able to slide a different patriotic flag over the unit that you have. Once you have one in your possession, it's a lot less expensive to just buy a new fabric flag whenever there is one available. And we're thinking about making a subscription.
You've got another example in the back, like the "Don't Tread on Me." The
Gadsden's flag. Yep, that's right. That's another popular one. And you know, Blue Lives Matter. We've got them. We want to make sure that everybody has options for displaying their whatever logo or image they want to get up.
Well, so you can interchange them. How do you secure that on then?
It's real simple, Penny. Just a little bit of Velcro, and it's held in place. But quite honestly, and I'm glad you asked that, it is it's a fitted device. Okay, so these are flag pullovers that are truly fitted, custom and customized to fit very tightly, and but also the Velcro is important.
Yeah, this is really cool because I can see a lot of organizations like Hog Chapters where their events, or the Autism Ride, or War Dogs. Part of what I'm with, I could see Dazzlin just going crazy over this. And Dazzlin is still on her trip, 48 states in 10 days. She's doing amazing. You can get on her 360 live and check it out. I'm going to put the link in the sidebar. But yeah, so that's what I think makes this so cool, is that organizations can really get some great signage. You know, this is good real estate right here.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm glad you think so. And we really designed it to be that way. There's a reason that we wanted to stand up and stand out. And we think that good visibility is just the beginning.
So are you a brand new business?
Pretty much, Penny. You know, we started in 2020. And I'll tell you, we needed to start a company for a couple of reasons. You know, one, we wanted to have a business for my older son, Skylar, who has largely recovered from the autism spectrum with a lot of hard work. Let me tell you, super proud of that guy. He's my hero. Can't leave out little brother and you know, the whole family pulled together to get this company going. But there is a program with our school district and all the school districts that I know of where adults leaving their senior year who have an IEP, you know, an individualized education plan, which has been a law since 1973, that they would have some work internships in order to get some training, get some interview skills and some work experience and take that to another level. Well, there were no jobs in 2020 because of the pandemic.
Right.
We couldn't do anything. So we had to make our own company. We had to make our own product.
Wow.
And that's what we did. And we're going to take the next group of interns from our local school district and give them an opportunity, the same one that my son had.
That's amazing. Oh, how cute.
That is amazing. That's why I love this product, because they stand for something and they've got excellent morals behind them. And you will see this product at the House of Harley all week long.
Thank you.
The Open Road Radio booth. So make sure that you come on by. Matt, give them a number where they can get more information.
I'll tell you what, we're going to be at a Harley-Davidson dealer in Renton, Washington this weekend too. I hope I can plug it. It's Jet City Harley-Davidson. I don't think you have a channel going in Seattle right now, but we'll be there. We'll be selling them. Give me a call. My number is 360-525-3310. Check out our website, message us, ask questions, tell your friends. They make a great gift, and it is a great cause for getting people to work.
Awesome.
These are a great cause. Hey, Corey, really fast, really super duper fast. Matt, I'm going to keep you on for our event. So we've got the Skeeter's Bike Night. Put that up, Corey. I don't know if you have that handy. Skeeter's Bike Night. That is in Carpentersville, Illinois, every Wednesday night. Please go and check that out. Great time to see John Bartman. And there's always some really cool antique bikes out there. We got the Tire Swarm Bike Night at Brower House and that is put on by a Disparity Law Group. Let's Ride. That's rods and cool cars and really great bikes. There's probably 400 or 500 vehicles there weekly. We've got the 120th. We've been talking about all evening, and that is starting the 13th through Lumi Flag at House of Harley. So make sure that you join us. And Corey, this is A, B, and C. He's going to have to juggle to keep up with me. They've got some great series. We were talking about the bands. They've got an excellent summer series going on all summer, but they've got some amazing bands this weekend. And V-Twin Visionary is at the museum.
Yes, we are. I almost said yes, they are. So we have on Thursday our Speed and Cycle show. That's the 13th, and then Thursday, and then Friday on the 14th we have our performance show. So come by and see the crew at V-Twin Visionary. Put your bike in there and let's have a good time.
Fantastic. Wasion is this weekend as well. I don't know why they do that, but that's the AMCA National Antique Motorcycle Swap Meet and Vintage Flat Track Races.
Nice.
And that is at Wasion, Ohio this weekend, the 14th through the 16th. I'm sorry. Fuel Cleveland is July 29th through the 30th. And that is in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Nice. So make sure you get out there. I really wanted to see this, but instead I'm going to the Vintage Soul bike show, and that is in Minnesota. That is actually one that we're going to have Teach on in just a couple of weeks. He's been kind of popping up with some comments all through, but Vintage Soul Antique Motorcycle Show. And that is, Matt, that's where Amy lives.
That's right.
And then I'm going to go Amy. I'm going to see Amy while I'm there. So, man, I get to kill two birds with one stone.
That's some good marketing that she's got going for us.
She sure does. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry that we went over a little bit, but thank you, Corey and Penny. Can't wait to see you this week. Matt, good luck at your event. We'll be doing the right thing at our event. I like how we did
Sounds
that.
good. So let me thanks, Gina.
I got to practice that. That was good.
I'm looking for a flag.
Okay, we got to go. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Open Road Radio. We'll catch you next week right here. See ya.
See you later.
Thank you for tuning in to America's premier motorcycle talk show, Open Road Radio.
Hey, thanks for coming along. We hope you enjoyed the ride.